Hi again, ladies and gents. Okay, we are on to dividing fractions. And the cool thing about dividing fractions is you don't actually divide fractions because, dividing sucks, right? Anyways, your personal feelings about dividing fractions aside, this is how you do it. So we have 3 over 4 divided by 5 over 6. And we don't divide them. What you do, like I mentioned in my last video, you take the reciprocal of the divisor. The second number that you divide by is the divisor. And reciprocal means you flip it over. So instead of 5 over 6, we now have 6 over 5. And that turns it into a multiplication question. And then you just multiply it like we did on the last page. So 6 times 3 is 18, 4 times 5 is 20. Drop into lowest terms by dividing them both by 2. And you're at 9 over 10. Now, why this works, if we were in the classroom, I could spend half an hour and explain it all to you until you kind of got the theory and everything else like that, and then eventually you would just revert to doing it this way anyways. But since we don't have that luxury and that face-to-face time and everything else like that, you just have to trust me that it works, and it's super easy. Flip the second fraction over and then multiply it, okay? So, slightly more complex one because they have mixed numbers. 8 times 1 is 8, plus 7 is 15. There's our improper fraction. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 1 is 5. Okay, there's our divisor, 5 over 4. We take the reciprocal, so we flip it over. We now have 4 over 5. Change it to a multiplication. 15 times 4 is 60. 8 times 5 is 40. Improper fraction. How many groups of 40 go in there? Well, once. That's worth 40. Take the 40 out. I'm left with 20. I can divide both of these by 20, and I get 1 and 1/2. And that's it. Okay? So you already have the skills needed to divide fractions. You know what to do. Just change that second fraction into a mixed number and then flip it and multiply. And I know now the part of this lesson that you're really, really looking forwards to. Why do teenagers travel in groups of 3? They can't even.